challenge in e-learning classes now, okay, is the engagement. To get students' engagements, okay, is very difficult. And also another challenge is that the timing of the classes. If the class is 8 o'clock morning, I mean, like, they do join the classes, but physically they're not there.
其实 e-learning 我觉得我们所面对的挑战，第一个，首先当然是它挑战了我们老师以及学生的思维。e-learning 它本身就是翻转课时的一个概念，就是说我们将上课的空间从实体的课室转移到虚拟的网络里面，所以它与一般的上课情况肯定会有出入，无论是在信息的传达，或者是我们师生之间的互动。所以这是一个全新，对我们来说算是一个全新的模式，所以老师跟学生的心理当然会有所不一样。那第二个我们面对的挑战，我觉得如果以马来西亚为例的话，就是我们的网络问题，因为有一些地方网络的覆盖率没那么好，或者是信号没那么强。像我自己本身有一些学生，他们的家基本上就是网络非常的弱。所以你要他能够及时的或者是能够准时的出现，会有一些难处。
I think number one, it has to be a stable data connection, and then it will be helpful if the teachers make the notes available firsthand before they conduct the online class. So that they can get themselves prepared, or if there are any questions they're not very clear of, they can get themselves prepared, so that when the online class commence, they can ask the student.
My kids start e-learning since middle of March, which is Malaysia, when Malaysia MCO started. So my kids are not those type with good self-discipline, and then I think in general kids are not with good self-discipline. So I think e-learning at home from school is not so effective, because basically they don't really concentrate. They might do something else, and then the teacher might not know, might not observe. Some of them, like my kid, when they doing a video conference, he can choose to turn off the video. They are not concentrate on what the teacher is talking.
I won't say it's super effective, but it's actually something that we need to build on. Education system has to change during this pandemic, simply because no one's going to be able to be physically in the school. So teachers, headmistress, schools, Ministry of Education should really understand the fact that no matter how little they learn, at least they learn something, rather than they learn nothing and all we were taught to do is to chase after homework schedule, which I think is totally irrelevant. What's the point of doing all the homeworks when we don't even understand what you're doing? Training from the Ministry of Education to the teacher is vital, but at the same time, I feel initiative from the teacher is also very important.
Personally, for me, I would prefer them to go to an actual school. It is nothing like interacting with other children and associating themselves with the teachers, the environment, and all that compared to studying at home.
I wasn't able to study online from home because there's a lot of distractions, so I really can't. And I would totally 10 out of 10 prefer going back to school because there's social interaction, but sadly we can't have any social interaction. So yeah.
I have been studying online from home, and so far I do not like the experience I'm having with online classes because there's just less interaction between the students and the lecturers. So I definitely prefer physically going to school because there's just more interactions with the lecturer, and then I'm getting a lot of hands-on experience while physically going to school. And studying at home, I just can't get that hands-on experience, and it's very hard to balance work life and home life because you're studying and resting at the same place.
Actually, I would prefer studying at home better, that it will be more safer compared to school, where in school you have a lot of people around and social distancing is a challenge for me since I'll be around my friends. And when you study online, you'll be more safer. You will not have distraction from your friends, which your friends will call you and when you play around with your friends at class. But on online platform, It's basically you and the teacher because you're looking at the screens only and you focus better.
I prefer to study physically at school because whenever you need to ask the teacher, you can just go to the office and ask her instead of waiting for her to reply on the phone. And also you can study with your friends and you won't feel lonely when you're studying by yourself.